I know I said that the Friday video would be Chris, Jason, and I, but that didn't work. The content sucked. It was just bad. So this is something that has been laying in my hard drive for a while, and just something I wanted to get off my chest. It's totally uncut, it's raw. I'm not wearing the beeped up shirt, but here you go. It's 2:40 in the morning. And if one were to ask me why I'm filming right now, I would say, I don't know. But one of the beauties of having a camera on hand all the time, including a cell phone, even though in this case I'm not using a cell phone, but you always have a way to capture your thoughts at any time. So I guess what my encouragement to you would be is to, whenever you feel like there's a ding light bulb moment going on. Wait, hold on. Jason turned off autofocus. Psh. That's better. Wait for it. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm of the opinion that whenever somebody gets a moment of inspiration where they verbalize or have a thought that explains or outlines or details. Kitty, what is this? Tail. Whoosh. Come on. So focus. No, Kitty. She's trying to figure out how to step over the incredibly crowded and cluttered desk that I have. Anyway, whenever you have like this, she just winked at me too. Whenever you have this moment of inspiration or a moment in time where you have a thought that you really want to write down or otherwise save on some kind of media so you can look at it later and maybe share it with other people, do it. Find a way to do it. I don't care if it's Snapchat or Instagram, Facebook, any other social media, LinkedIn, like I don't care. Or even on your phone. Do it. The more that you comply with your brain's initial instantaneous in the moment urges to record something that you in the moment think that this is meaningful. This needs to be said to other people. Like, oh my God, people need to hear this. People other than me, other than even my social circle, need to hear this message that I have in my head right now. Record it, save it, write it down, type it down. Get in front of sit behind a computer desk and aim a camera at yourself and record you saying it. Do something to save it. Because after it goes digital, it's way, way easy to get it out to where potentially the entire world could see it. If you ever have like this amazing idea or this crazy concept that at the time sounds profound and amazing and the reason why I say at the time is because there are instances where I've recorded something and then gone back the next day or later and looked at it and be like, I don't know, and doubted it. Now, part of it might have been because I was more sober at that time than I was during when I recorded it, but still, I believe that when you feel so firmly or so strongly about something, even under the influence of substances, be it liquid or solid or vapor, there's a reason why you thought of that. There's a reason why that came to mind. There's a reason why all of a sudden you wanted to just to vomit it out, figuratively speaking, to record it somehow, whether it be handwriting, digitally, with all the multiple mediums that has, whatever. Make sure that you save it somehow in a journal or what have you. And some of it might not be very high quality stuff. Some of it might not be TED Talk worthy, you know? But I sincerely feel like if enough people did that, it could catapult or really thrust forward the overall viewpoints that society has. I feel like so many people, they have their own ideas, they have their own philosophies, they have their own ways of thinking about how this, that, or the other should be, but they don't voice them because they're afraid to do so. It's like, if I say this, will people react adversely? Will people hate it? Will people change their opinion of me? Will people lose respect for me? And with all the I and me and self-centered stuff, self-centered in that in that context, it's not a bad thing. It's just it's a very natural human tendency to worry about what the effects of anything you say or do will be on you, and especially in today's so easily butthurt society, people refrain from really talking about how they feel. Now, granted, there are those who, if they did actually say what they thought, would offend a lot of people because what they have to say is genuinely offensive. Like if somebody's a racist, or if somebody's a bigot, or if somebody is just totally against some thing or concept or music genre or race of people, yeah, that can offend people, and yeah, that could, I mean, some of it is better left unsaid. But when it comes to stuff like this, that can be applied, if it's something that can be applied to the majority, if not the entirety of humanity, or to the entirety of humanity's psyche, because we're so concerned and so caught up about what other people think about us, then don't concern yourself with how it's going to be received. Just put it out there. There were a lot of doubts that came to my mind when I posted the content that was in the Conquering Social Fears video. But I was like, no, just I had to make a conscious effort to ignore those inhibitions and not pay attention to the worry about what other people would think of it. And I know that it's I already, like, before I even started editing it, I knew it was going to be something that was way less popular, because self-development and social skills and all this other stuff, it's way less searchable than iPhone versus Android, or iPhone X is a joke, or whatever. It's not as popular at all. But I really feel like it needs a lot more attention than it's getting. Not my videos, but anybody who talks about improvement in that field, because it's something that I feel like a lot of people really want deep down inside, to not be so easily affected by social narratives and how things should be, how you should act, what you're allowed to do or not allowed to do or say within reason. You know what I'm saying, right? As long as it's positive. But just like, you know, if somebody is genuinely petrified of being themselves in a public situation, like, there's a problem with that. That needs to change. It needs to stop. There's a plethora of problems that go along. There's a plethora of problems that need to be solved in order for that to happen on a mass scale. But I don't know, I care a lot about it because I've dealt with it so much. Been so scared to really get rid of the fear of self-expression. And I want to help other people get rid of it. Yeah. I'm not wearing the beamed up shirt. I just got home from Sharky's and it is now 2:52 in the morning. I have work. 2:52 in the morning. I have work at 11. But I set the comment reading video to export while I went to Sharky's and hung out with Jason. And I got home and I watched it. And I had some really good conversations with some of the regulars there about this subject that I've been rambling about for the past 10 minutes. And I wanted to just stick the camera up there and hit the red button to see if anything post-worthy came of it. I hope that everyone who sees this continues to stay beaming.